Hello, good day, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining from right now. Thank you very much for those that are joining the day six. Um, so so far, we've been able to achieve 6 days out of the 7 days that was planned out. So likely we have one more day to go. Okay, so because I was also preparing for some exam, that was why I could not be able to do day six yesterday. Uh, Majorly, that is why I have to bring it to today. Okay, so let's wait for others to join. As you are joining, let us know where you are joining from right now, so that we can actually uh, greet you. Okay, so I think people are joining now. Thank you very much for those that are joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, as you are joining, let us know you are here with us. I really appreciate the support on this channel. For those who keep sharing my videos, thank you very much. For those who engage and all of those, I say thank you. So, some people actually send me email that they have some question that are not related to the 7 days live stream that we're doing. So, at some point, I will also give chances to people who want to ask question that is not part of the 7 days live stream. So, if you think you have some question, you need some clarification, right? You can drop them at the chat box so that we can actually look at them quickly. Okay, so we can look at them quickly, right? So before I start sharing my screen, thank you everyone once again for those who are joining. So I will quickly share my screen. So I don't want to take so much time today. Just okay. So I think everyone can hear me clearly. If at any point you can't hear me, you can just call my attention, right? So one good thing about the 7 day series is that if you notice from this 7 days series, you are going to notice that we have some of the funding opportunity that is available in more than one school, right? Um, One good thing is that, okay, thank you, Soleat, for joining. Thank you for joining. We are live. Yes, we are live now. Okay. So, one major good thing is some of these funding opportunity they are actually available to more than just one single school, right? So let's say you apply for school A, you also apply for school B, and you are applying to the funding opportunity that is available to school A and school B, you stand more chances of getting that funding. Reason because if you apply to school A and they do not give you your admission, you apply to school B and you get the admission and you apply for that funding and your funding is being approved, you can actually use that to fund school B, right? So this is a major reason you need to actually know which school have your program. Okay, so we have several schools that will have the same program, and this is why I always bring different schools, right? And for those who have not gotten my ebook, in my ebook I've done the justice to actually do a list of all the programs and the schools that have those programs, so you don't even need uh, to stress yourself so much. You just need to go to the ebook, pick search for your program. Then once you search for your program at the top, you are going to see under each school, you see the program. Under each school, you see the program. So once you find the school, once you find the program first, you look at the top, then you see the school that have that program. Okay. So then if many school have that program, then you can go ahead to proceed. So if you've not gotten my ebook, you can check the description of this live stream. You're going to see the link to get that there. Okay. So I have another webinar coming up this weekend. So for those who might want to join my free webinar this weekend, this coming weekend, you want to actually register now. The link to register is also at the description of the video. Okay. Now let's quickly go um, to the school. So today we are talking about Calabria. Okay, so we're talking about Calabria, and Calabria is also one of the top schools uh, that you can apply to that also have this funding for international students. Okay, so yes, I think everyone can see my screen now. Now, I'm going to start from here. So from this page, if you scroll down now, you are going to see some information. So we have the information about the Erasmus incoming, and I think I've talked about the Erasmus several times. So if you are still not clear about what Erasmus is, because 2025 Erasmus is already open, right? And if you are still not clear about what Erasmus is, you want to check my channel playlist to go through what Erasmus is and how you can benefit from that. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to call your attention to. Then, if you scroll down, you're going to see the programs that are available here, right? So, but it is also important that you check each of these program information details, like I always say, to know which one have your program. Okay, so it's despite having like large numbers of names of schools that have different program, I will just say I will have to pause on the seventh day. Then those who want to get my free ebook where they have list of all program can benefit further. Okay, then, if you also want to do your search probably yourself, you can also go ahead and do that. So, here it says 10 international master degree and program that are entirely taught in English is only available here for the school we are looking at today. Okay, so which is artificial intelligence and computer science, right? Okay, so I'll go back. I think I mistakenly click on that. So we have the environmental and territorial safety engineering program, robotics and automation engineering, earth biotechnology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, finance, and insurance program. Okay, so if any of this interests you, then you can probably go ahead and then start uh, making further research on what are important information like these ones. Now I've started checking out what are the information, how to apply, how to enroll, course information, all of those things. You want to make sure you do it step by step and check. And you can see that this program is a 2-year program. This is also taught in English, so sometimes you might go through the default program page, right? And you can see that the program that are available are more than what you can find here. It is because those ones that you see is a general program, and most of them are taught in Italian, and some of them are taught in both Italian and English. Okay, so this is why I always figure out the ones that are totally taught in English for you. Okay, so I'm just saying this in case you do not follow the international student page, information page to get your information. Okay, so let's scroll down. If you scroll down a little bit, then you're going to find Invest Your Talent. Okay, so if you've been following up this series, you know that I've talked about this Invest Your Talent several times. And if you are going to apply to Invest Your Talent, it is always advisable that you know which program you're applying to. And then, if you are going to apply to Invest Your Talent, you also need to apply very early, right? Here you see 10 years and 300 scholarship later with unitarily joining the program and support of this. So first step from the synergy between the ministry, these are just like timeline to keep up with, right? So nothing so much here. Then about the program, if you want to read more, if you want to apply to this, but one thing is this is available for the school that we are looking at. Okay. So here, if you come to how to apply here, then you say, let's say courses. Okay. So if you go to courses, you're going to see, let me zoom this back for, okay. So you are going to see courses, right? But I want to search for Calabria. Calabria. Okay, so you see that when I search for, I don't know, can you see this clearly? Okay, let me zoom this out. Okay, so you see that when I search for Calabria, that's the name of the school here. So you can see it from the top here. When I search for Calabria, what we have right here, I mean, these programs are the ones that you can find here. Okay, let me see, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay, so uh, not everything is also here. Okay, so we have the artificial intelligence and computer science, we have the chemistry, we have the finance and insurance, mathematics, nutritional science, physics. Okay, so you see that. So that is where your research will need to start from before you decide if you are going to apply to that school or not. Okay. So now that we are certain that all of this, because I've already even started using the artificial intelligence program as a case study, so I'm confident that that program is available for funding under Invest Your Talent portal. Okay, so whatever the case is, you want to check that first before you go ahead with anything. So here it says 250 master degree courses at the top Italian university. Okay, so which means no matter what you are doing, no matter the program that you've done, maybe during your bachelor year, you can always get funding for your MSc because sorry for that, because there are 250 courses that are available for funding here. Okay, so and if you want to start your application, you can just click register your application here and you proceed and all of those. Okay, so the documents you require to process that, you find that here. Okay, so but if you go to register your application here, so for those who has been following up, you see that we still come back to the same page we visited the other day. Okay, so that's pretty much on the funding part. Now let's go back to this place. Okay, so for the international student page, like I said, the Erasmus is also there. So you can also check more information about Erasmus, how you can apply all of those things, the application form. Okay, Erasmus is also like, I think the best way to put this is you apply to program in Italy, you also want to study in Spain or Portugal or any other European country. Erasmus will give you this privilege to actually do this very quickly. Okay, so if you also look at this, you see Mobilita, Internationalize, okay, so they are not translating everything, right? So if you want to find the application form for the Erasmus, you can find it here. Okay, so if I click on this right here, it will bring us to this page. Okay, so whatever you are doing, you want to check. You can see this is for 2024-2025 academic year. And your course of study, you need to know your program. Let me see if I can search, or I just need to put in the name. So you just need to type in the name of the program you're applying to, then sending institution, Calari. So we need to, you can see there are a lot of schools there participate. So this is not just one university. So you need to know the school you're applying to be able to come here to come and process your application for your Erasmus. Decision, okay. So you also see that, okay. So you can see here that under here, let me zoom this out. Under here, they've already fill in the school name for us because we visited that form directly from the school portal. Okay, so they've already filled in that information. We then proceed to provide any other information. Okay, so that's it. Then after you are done with this full process, you can then click on send. So if you need support applying to any of the schools, maybe not only this school alone, any other schools you want to apply to, maybe even schools you see on the internet you want to apply to them, you can actually reach out to me for admission support. I can give you support on that. Okay. So I think we've talked about the Erasmus and the University of Talents. Then we've seen the program that are available. Then how do you apply to them? Okay, so if you also go back to this page, you can find email address here. Okay, so you can send email to this address if you need more information from this university. Okay, so every information you need. You can ask them. And if you also have questions, you can drop them at the comment box right now before we end this section. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's pretty much everything we're going to discuss today. Okay, someone is asking a question. So I recently rounded off my thesis in a sandwich program and haven't gotten my transcripts. And I wish to apply for fall 2025. Can I still make it? If you're if you have like st- a statement, right? A statement that show rough estimates of your grades, like it's not the final transcript, right? Every school have this record, right? So if you can still get that, it will be a good one for you to make use of it. Then you can actually send email to the school to notify them that you're actually expecting to get your transcript of record at this period. Okay, so it is better that way. Any other question before we end this section? I've said that I'm not going to take a lot of time today, just 5, 10 minutes. I mean, just 2 minutes. I said 10 minutes, just 2 more minutes. Then I will end this section. Then we'll meet again. So if you have any question related to today's live stream or question from previous videos you've watched on the channel, right? You can ask right now. You can ask your question now. If there's no other question, then I'm going to end this live stream right now. Okay, so if there's no other question, then I'll call it a wrap. We'll meet some other time. Thank you very much.